Bahasham Rawchaa. Bahasham Rawchaa. Barak Yahawashi. Barak Yahawah. Barak Yahawah. Barak Yahawashi.
Surely the isles shall wait for me, and the ships of Tarshish first, to bring thy sons from far, their silver and their gold with them, unto the name of the Lord thy God, and to the Holy One of Israel, because he hath glorified thee. And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy on thee. Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve thee shall perish, yea, those nations shall be utterly wasted. The glory of Lebanon shall come unto thee, the fir tree, the pine tree, and the box together, to beautify the place of my sanctuary, and I will make the place of my feet glorious. The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despise thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet, and they shall call thee the city of the Lord, the Zion of the Holy One of Israel. Whereas thou hast been forsaken and hated, so that no man went through thee, I will make thee an eternal excellency, a joy of many generations. Thou shalt also suck the milk of the Gentiles, and shalt suck the breast of kings, and thou shalt know that I, the Lord, am thy Savior and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob. For brass I will bring gold, and for iron I will bring silver, and for wood brass, and for stones iron. I will also make thy officers peace, and thine exactors righteousness. Violence shall no more be heard in thy land, wasting nor destruction within thy borders. But thou shalt call thy walls salvation, and thy gates praise. The sun shall be no more thy light by day, neither for brightness shall the moon give light unto thee. But the Lord shall be unto thee an everlasting light, and thy God thy glory.
Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, born Israelites, like the nations, got across the world to the earth, we will praise Barak the Yahawashi. Gotta give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Bahasham, Qadash. Name of the Father, wherever I am, because God's true name is Hebrew, which is Qadash. His true name is Yahawah. Bahasham means in the name of Yahawashi, the Lord in Israel, by him, because Jesus Christ. So God be from the tribe of Judah, who stand and counted into the earth for the salvation of the elect Israel. The United States of wicked Israelites and America, Babylon, the great and wicked Israelites scattered across the four corners of the earth, that come back to the ones of the elect after the destruction. Rawchaa, Qadash, but it was the Holy Spirit has been bestowed upon men. The Father gave us the begotten Son of the Lord to complete his work. So we always want to give it up on us. So that's the apostle of grace, so let's all to the truth. But on the name of the Lord Jesus, so I can live and pray fast for the Lord's righteousness and mercy judgment. Begin to branch all of the body, let it go for the Lord, we pray that the Lord various topic lesson dealing with a couple things that's going on in the earth, a couple things that Jacob needs to prepare for, because the mindset of the majority of Israel That's such in this like loop of like, like how the 90s have, a lot of our people, they enjoyed the 90s, that time frame for Jake was, the before America, Babylon, the Great release to fall. They had particular things. A lot of our people were stuck in that era. They can't move past, that this isn't our home, man. And this place is ruled by wicked leaders. So there's no way that you can say that you like this place and, have a mindset of, hoping this place gets better, because this is the people, these are the people who've been ruling the whole time. So we're just gonna watch this little video from Elder Michael. He put a bunch of clips together. We're just gonna watch a little bit of them, and then we're gonna go into another one, and we're going to some precepts. So roll one this out onto the fly. We'll go over some other stuff. Let's get into it.
The truth is in front of you. I put my fucking reputation on the line for all the kids in the world, and everybody's fucking staying quiet.
400,000 American kids go missing every single year. Everyone needs to be talking about that right now.
But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody. It's pretty boring stuff.
Yo, he did not just say it's boring.
Well, it's official, and I'll show you the video. Trump has ordered the Department of Justice to no longer prosecute men who abuse women and children. He's decided that the men inside the files will not be held accountable, and that the rest of us should just get over it and move on, because
Donald Trump is a lifelong gangster. He's a lifelong Zionist. He's a lifelong philanderer. He's a lifelong cheat. He's a lifelong hedonist. He's a lifelong felon. He's a lifelong blackmailer. He's a lifelong bully. He's a lifelong malignant narcissist.
It may be.
But that's all of America right there. That's why he's in office. Like, that's why they got him there. Because that's the spirit of this place, man.
Hidden from the American people what this really represents, but it's not hidden to the rest of the world. And let me just give you a quote from Putin, who is very astute in looking at this thing. What he said is that the problem with Western leaders is they've spent centuries filling their bellies with human flesh and their pockets with money.
Literally, they have dinner tables with pregnant women getting on the table with plates as the woman delivers the baby onto a plate for the individuals at these dinner tables. They're feasting.
The men of this country have to realize that we are legitimately being ruled over, fucking everything from us for their own benefit. That has to be rejected at mass, because if it's not, civilization will crumble.
3 million pages of the Jeffrey Epstein files is out. This is literally the one chance I think that people have a chance to actually control everything. I don't know after this how people are still going to go to work every day.
Because, and you got these, particularly my side here, they want to take over and think it's going to be better than it's not. They're not going to do any better than them. All of them are wicked. They ain't getting nothing better going to happen from old on government. This place has to be destroyed with fire, man. But right now, he saw, he's being. Earlier it wasn't, and it looked like it was. Let's go up there. All right, so we're gonna go and when sound like you hear. Hold up. Double check before I go into this. Make sure this thing is hearing me. Go into this. Sound like you hear. Yeah, it sound like it's working, man.
He's a lifelong Zionist.
No, that sounds right. Shit sound bad right now. Hold up. Let me see. I don't know why I keep doing this to us. Let's go up there. All right, so we're gonna go and yeah, that sounds real bad. I don't know what's going on with the computer, man. I'm gonna have to switch out to my other computer because this is not working. Check, check. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but my voice is just really messing up on this, so I might have to man, damn. It's crazy. I don't know why this is not working, man. This is not working, man. It sounds a little better, but not really. Hold up. I don't know why. All right, I can hear my voice now. This is not working, man. Okay, Salakia. I've been having some problems with my computer lately. So going back, we're gonna go to Jeremiah 49 verse 10. And it reads, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself." Because usually he used to be able to hide himself mainly through, how they would call, particular people with conspiracy theorists. They call us, we just, just saying a whole bunch of random shit that they ain't doing, but they really doing it. So, nah, man, they being uncovered to where they ain't really no hiding it, and it's to the point where Esau, you know, their people are turning on them. You know, make sure this is playing still. This is not working, man. They being uncovered. Yeah, that's weird. Okay, just double check it, man. Shalom, shalom, Malaki, Bahasham, Bahasham, Qadash, Rawchaa, shalom, shalom. GMS and his likeness. So, we're going into, they not able to hide himself no more behind, all the rhetoric of, the main way he was hiding himself was a lot of people when, we were speaking out about this stuff, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. There wasn't really nothing on the mainstream to where it was, you know, being really seen, you know, and it's to the point to where now, the things that we've been saying, of course they're still going to deny it, but it's undeniable what they're doing, man. Everybody knows what they're doing, you know. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 verse 8, from GMS and his likeness, and then shall that wicked be revealed. That's where we at right now. They're being revealed. So there's just thousands of clips to show you that, why you think they letting all these people on this list off, because they're trying to show you that they are the wicked. They're revealing it to you. They're letting you know. And I tried to go yesterday into the court case they had about it, and it just, my computer was acting real bad. But yeah, man, you can just see it's all a show. They don't really care about people, man. They're demons. So shall be revealed whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. That's talking about the prophets, you know, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, which is the missiles. Jumping down to 10, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish. Or let me go pull it up 9 for him. We'll get to the so I want to go through the whole thing for him. 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Let's go right there first. So even him, verse 9, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan with all power, signs, and lying wonders. So that's Esau, man. He's the one who's coming with those just lies, and he's coming with you know that's the spiritual demon, Satan's physical counterpart, man. That's what we're telling you. Like, everything that he's doing is the most wicked, most foul things on earth, man. That's how man, the spiritual demon Satan is in there, you know. So with all power, signs, and lying wonders, verse 10, and with all deceivableness, you know, and of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the truth, that they might be saved. So even if you receive the truth, you still got to be hopeful that you might be saved. And that's how we are as the hopeful elect. We hoping that the Lord saves us from this devil, man, because there ain't no getting out of this. Like Jake, there is no getting out of this, man, without Bahasham, man. If we don't have him, then they gonna get us, man. You know, that's how much power the Lord gave them on the left hand side, man. They're unstoppable. Okay, we're gonna need the Lord to send, what I'm saying, the 144,000 elect down here, the ones that's not down here. Some of them are already down here, but he hasn't activated them in a sense of where they can, take the kingdom. And how it's going to be taken is through force. It ain't going to be able to be taken over any other way. But you got these Edomites out here trying to, they're trying to take over the government, but they can't. There's no way, you know. But this is just like a video of just all these Edomites that are just, they're freaking out, man. Okay, because they're knowing that we were right. So now, but finally, they want to try to do something about it. It's not gonna help, because they're spoiled too. They're just like them. Like, they ain't been speaking out about none of this. The Jeffrey Epstein stuff been going on since the '90s, since '96, man. He been doing that. These Edomites ain't been calling on nothing until GMS really started getting out there, and Jake started waking up talking about they going into slavery. Now they want to try to fix the problem. No, it's over with. so he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren, which is like any type of Edomite. You got the Germans, which are the Teeman. You got, the Russians. Their team, the Russians, which is Gog and Magog. The Medes, they're Edomites. Any type of Edomite. All these different types of Europeans. These Edomites, so-called white people, all of them is finna get done away with, and his neighbors, you know, and he is not, which means he's going to get, he's going to get destroyed at the end of his slavery, and he's got to go into slavery, man. He's got to go, and he's trying to hide it. That's why Trump was trying to take away all the stuff that they did, all the slavery that they did. As they were trying to take away some of the museums, okay, of all that stuff that showed how they enslaved us, and they tried to take one down, but Lord's not gonna let him, man. He's putting the spirit on other Edomites, like, nah, man, you're gonna have to face what you did. All you Edomites, y'all gotta face what you did and be ashamed of your fucking self for what y'all did to us. And that's only gonna be the beginning of it. But it says judge deals blow to Trump administration, orders slavery exhibit restored at I Philly landmark. No, put that stuff back there so you can see how great it is to be a colonizer. Because that's what them Edomites talking about, was badass being a colonizer, right? Well, keep it up there and show all the stuff that you did to help the world. Do that. Let's watch a little bit of this.
Here at Renewal by Anderson, did you know that choosing us to replace...
Sick. It's one of these ads. Damn, 30 seconds? God damn. Well, anyways, just speaking on it, like, yeah, there ain't no hiding that stuff, man. He try to make himself look like he cares about us. No, he doesn't, man. These Edomites don't care about us. That's why they just had this whole speech where it was this Jake, which is, he just loves Esau so much. He was like, this is the best president of the United States ever. He helped out black schools, and like them schools is basically to keep you from understanding who you really are, man. School is not here to help you. School is to keep you enslaved
about this
and work under their system, man. So let's watch this.
Country's past. We're here at the National Museum of Qatar, which celebrates the unique story of this country and its people. The current building, which is draped in this American flag for the president's visit, opened in 2019. That same year, Time magazine named this place as one of the world's greatest places to visit. It's designed by French architect Jean Nouvel, and he was inspired by the desert rose crystal, which is found here in Qatar. If you go inside, it's more than 430,000 square feet. The museum spans this whole area, and you'll find exhibitions and galleries rich in Qatari history and tradition, with more than 8,000 archaeological artifacts.
See? So all that stuff in there is slavery related to how that's part of the culture of this place. Enslaving Jake, and they're making him put it back. He said, nah, we're going to keep that in there. We're going to keep all that in there. He tried to take all that out, man. And we're going to keep all that in there. That shame can cover you. Trying to,
Here at Renewal by Anderson, did you know that choosing us to replace your windows and doors makes your home worth more? Don't believe us? 3 out of...
And he's trying to use that MOTB to basically, the mark of the beast, the RFDI chip you put in your right hand, your forehead. He's trying to use that basically thing they did is it's not gonna. So going back, we're gonna go to Sirach 12 and 11, real quick. Which is the book of Ecclesiasticus. Go back to 11. Oh, wait, no, it's 12. Yeah. Sirach 12:11. It says, though he humble himself, try to do all this stuff to make it seem like he cares about, these Edomites care about us. And they don't. Though he humble himself and go crouching, right? Trying to find a way to get you to fall out of the truth, try to get away for you to, follow his ideology of, being wicked, man. Find a way to destroy you as well. So and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Because Esau's not gonna just, we know he's not gonna just come straight at us, okay? They want us to basically destroy ourselves. That's why they, contaminate the food, contaminate the water. Because they can't, if they just kill all of us, they wouldn't have nothing to do. Like their mindset is to be an oppressor. They have to have somebody to oppress. So they're not gonna just get rid of all of us. Okay. Now, if they knew, that's why the Lord make it where you couldn't know who the elect was, because they knew who the elect was. Oh man, they would have just been out here slaughtering Jake. Like if they knew which ones of us were the elect, yeah, we wouldn't be here, man. That's why the Lord made sure nobody knew. You had to hope you were the elect. So take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as thou hast looked, as wiped the looking glass, right? And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away, and that's what they tried to do. They tried to, make it look like this place wasn't taken by violence, okay, and through slavery. He's trying to cover that up so the next generation of children come in. They think that whatever they got in the textbooks, they're all, this place was built off of righteousness, and it wasn't, man. They had Jake in there trying to sing the Pledge of Allegiance and stuff, talking about some one nation under God, and don't got nothing, don't want to say nothing about what they did to get this place, because they're wicked, and these Amalekites, these small hats, which are Edomites, okay, the first descendants of Esau, these ones who keep calling themselves Israel, everybody knows they're not, man, because right now it says Israelis suddenly mass deported from many countries. Why is that? Why is that? They're denied entry by countries around the world. Why is that? Let's see a little bit of it. We know why.
Hello, it's your friend CJ Werleman. And in this episode, we show how global hatred of Israel has reached unprecedented heights, resulting in the mass deportation of Israeli tourists from an ever-increasing number of countries. But first, please remember to like and subscribe to our show, and don't forget to turn on your notifications so you never miss a single episode. Now, let's get into it. In a recent article for Patreon members, I explain why anti-American and anti-Israel attitudes around the world have soared to record levels.
See, it says hatred for Israel and who? America, Babylon the Great, United States, man. Why? Why is that? Because they wicked, man. And people are tired of it, man. People are tired of them. So like, just don't even come over here, man. Stay out of here.
With a new survey showing that a clear majority of people in 24 countries now hold a negative view towards both countries. As Israel falls to dead last place in the Global Nation Brands Index for the second year in a row, for the simple reason that everyone now hates the Zionist state and the Zionist ideology.
There it goes, man. There it goes. That's simple enough. We don't have to get into the statistics. This is what's happening right now. Hold on. I'm gonna add this to it too. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. all the wickedness that they've been doing, man, is backfiring on them. Says Habakkuk 2:16, thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, right? Talking about that judgment coming, that slavery coming, and let thy foreskin be uncovered, right? Talking about this place being revealed as, and their ideology is it's not suitable, man. It's unsanitary. Okay, the philosophies of America, Babylon the Great, and they hate Israel because Israel are the main ones that are controlling it. Okay, and like we said, they're Edomites, man. They're Amalekites. The cup of the Lord's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. See, and that cup of the Lord's right hand, that's going into that judgment coming from them 144,000 elect men, you know, and Yahawashi, you know. Also, them missiles, man. The Lord's gonna make Esau destroy himself. You know, there's no way that we could be the Israelites over there, because we wouldn't be joined with. There's no way, because we wouldn't be doing all that, man. Real Israel wouldn't be doing what they're doing over there. That's why everybody is like, nah, you can't even come in our land no more. Get out of here. You can't come in here. And this is what's happening. Jeremiah 49:17. And it reads, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. That's what's happening. And I was watching this video yesterday, because I'll be watching, other, different movies and stuff. And one of them was going into it was this Amalekite, and he was like a ping pong champion, okay? And but he wanted to represent America at the British Open or whatever. And you just watch this video, this Amalekite, man. He's like young, but he's just a piece of shit, man. He don't give a shit about nobody, and he just uses everybody he can so he can get over there. Okay? And he like uses like the Holocaust as like an excuse to act like an asshole. Like that's how they are, man. They're just vicious people. Like there's many movies that shows how they really are, man. And they're just wicked. That's why everybody's like, get out of our country. So it says, also Edom shall be a desolation. Everyone that go by it shall be astonished, and hiss at all the plagues thereof. See, that's what they're doing. They're like, nah, we do not want to deal with y'all at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's coming to a time where they're gonna have to use AI basically to make it start pointing fingers, man. They're gonna start using, and that's what's gonna happen, man. They want to use this AI to, you know, judge people, man. You know, they're gonna start using it, man. Give me a sec. They're gonna start using that AI to judge people, man. But we're gonna put a precept about this. This is a new movie that I watched the other day. It's called Mercy, and this is this type of stuff, Jake. You're gonna need the Most High, man, because this stuff that they finna use is not gonna work, man. But watch this real quick.
Mercy is now playing in theaters.
Detective Raven, this is the Mercy Capital Court. You're charged with the murder of your wife.
I didn't hurt her.
Prove it.
Get in the chair.
Every camera, cell phone, and database is at your disposal.
Can I see the cameras? Someone was in our basement. Go on the ride.
You must move from one piece of the puzzle to the next.
Bring that back. Pause.
Can you find out who that is?
And try to solve the mystery in IMAX.
The clock is ticking.
So basically, the movie is he just wake up in this damn chair, okay, and they say that he killed his wife. He got to prove it in an hour and a half, or the chair is gonna kill his ass. That's the kind of way people gonna start being put in situations like that, and they could mess around and alter the whatever you did that day and be like, you were here, prove it wrong. Well, then you got to go in the damn database on the cloud and find out somewhere where you was just be like, look, I was really right here. What the fuck is this? You know, they're gonna start framing people and everything, man. You know, and this movie goes into that, to how, you know, particular people got framed and got killed in this chair, man. And that's what's coming. But, you know, we got Bahasham and Yahawashi, man. You know, so this is how, you know, the Lord told us to be when they do try to take us up there, to deliver us up to be judged for something that we didn't do or whatever, right? It's Matthew chapter 10, verse 19. It's Yahawashi speaking. But when they deliver you up, take no thought how or what ye shall speak, for it shall be given you in that same hour what ye shall speak. And that's the kind of faith you got to have. When they do start trying to put you in a position where they want you to act hasty, that's what Esau does. He won't just kill you. He'll put you in a damn electric chair and be like, you got 130 or hour and 30 minutes to prove it. You didn't do it. Here's all the stuff on the cloud.
Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker.
That's what they want. They want everything on this cloud. They want everything on the digital grid. And they're trying to make movies to basically make you want to have everything on the grid, so you don't get in no trouble. Because basically they're gonna be like, oh well, you're not on the grid. That means you hiding something. Basically, that's how it's gonna be. You know. So you know, moving on to the next one. You know, like we said, a lot of people are pissed off at this place, and there's going to be more sedition among men. That's what we're seeing. So we'll watch a little bit of this. Got a precept on this and one more article, and then we got to get out of here. Got to go to the plantation.
Welcome back to Explain America. This is your host, Kyle Becker. The President of the United States is safe after another brazen assault on the Capitol. Trump has to be the most targeted human being in United States history.
Whatever.
There are a lot of leftist crazies out there who are attempting to take his life. And well, this assault was really a harrowing one, but thankfully the U.S. Capitol Police have thwarted this assault on the Capitol. And before we get into this story, please like, share more common sense journalism. Now, the President of the United States is thankfully out of harm's way after another deranged man attacked the Capitol. He had a loaded shotgun and had driven to the Capitol with a Mercedes SUV. So who knows what drove this man to risk his entire future for this absolutely lunatic assault on the Capitol. But thankfully, he is in custody. The suspect, his name is Carter Camacho, of activities, carrying a rifle without a license, an unregistered firearm, and unregistered ammunition. Now, whatever you may
See, so they're doing all this kind of stuff to make it be like, well, you need to have everything registered, digital ID, digital everything's got to be digital, because it's going to start being a crime for you not to be everything on your ass registered, including you, like the damn chip in your ass. That's what all this is being set up to make it to where they're doing it to keep America safe. That's why when at the Jeffrey Epstein you know, whole thing, when they was talking to the Attorney General, Pam, I think it's Goldie or something, I can't remember, or Bowley or something, I don't know. But she was talking about, oh, we need to be talking about keeping America safe. What are they saying? They're talking about chipping everybody's ass. So nobody can't be unregistered, where they know where everybody's at, what they doing, so nobody won't attack the Capitol. Nobody won't be trying to do no weird shit. That's what they're talking about. Okay? That's what they're talking about when they're saying keep America safe. They're talking about digitally chipping everybody with that RFDI chip. You know? Physically chipping you with the digital chip, man. That's what they're doing. They're trying to put you on the grid to where you can be like, oh, well, now you can't get framed or nothing. Nobody can't hack your stuff. Nobody can't do nothing. You know? They're using all these type of incidences, and yeah, Pam Bondi, yeah, the water, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Doing all that, you know, and as soon as we start talking about it, they start jacking our service and our computers up and shit. It's retarded. But anyway, 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men. Sedition literally means like people going against the government. Okay? We'll click it.
Sedition.
A conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or monarch. That's what we've seen on that other video. That one Edomite was like, man, we have a chance to take over the government. See what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of sedition going on right now. Okay? This is the end times, man. We at the end. And invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, right? Which means what? They're not following none of the ordinances. He came with an unregistered shotgun, unregistered, all this other shit, right? And the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So they like, if I can get to you with this shotgun, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna make sure justice is served. Like that's how these Edomites is thinking right now. And while they going on with that, Trump is like, he knows he's got bigger fish to fry. Okay? Because Iran and them is not making no deal with no missiles. Okay? They're gonna keep making them missiles. And all the rest of them are going to make them missiles. And while they're making them missiles, they're telling all of the Amalekites, they're saying, get the fuck out of our country. Get out of here. So we finna go to war with your ass. It says Iran signals nuclear progress in Geneva as Trump calls for full dismantlement. Right? So let's watch just a little bit of this. We might not have no time. Let me just click a little bit. Let's just watch a little bit. See what it say. See what they say a little bit. While that's going, we're going to read the precept. It's got a minute. So this is Joel, chapter 3. That's how we're saying. There ain't going to be no full dismantlement. This is going to be fully assemblized. That's what they doing. They fully assembling these missiles for this war. And they're telling everybody, hey, man, stay up out of our country because we finna start attacking y'all ass. But, of course, first has to happen is the famine of the word. Once we stop teaching this to you, and we're not, once the Spirit comes on the apostles to either tell us stop teaching or Esau shut down the internet or something or whatever happens, that's going to be it, man. So this is Joel chapter 3, verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Right? Let me go back and see if it's done. Dang, it ain't even it stopped when I left the screen. But anyways, going back to verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares and the swords and your pruning hooks and the spears. Let the weak say I'm strong. That's talking about basically taking their agricultural, money, all their resources, and turning it into missiles, man. They're not trying to make farms and stuff. They're trying to make missiles right now, man. And Trump, he's like over here trying to, saying y'all need to take that stuff down, but he ain't really got the chance or the time to, really get them to, you know what I'm saying, get with the program, because there's too much stuff going on, man. It's way too much stuff going on. So it's almost over with, man. These damn ads, man. Mom. All right, let's watch a little bit of this and then we'll get out of here.
I'm not going to talk about attacks on Iran or anything of that nature because the president's made clear he prefers diplomacy. It's a complicated thing. I mean, no one's ever been able to do a successful deal with Iran.
We have to make a deal, otherwise it's going to be very traumatic.
It will be traumatic.
Existential.
Bad for everybody. Everybody will suffer, particularly those who have initiated this aggression.
New talks in Geneva. They'll be held in the Oman embassy in Geneva, U.S. and Iran. AP writes it this way: Iran meets with UN nuclear watchdog in Geneva ahead of second round of U.S. talks.
See, so they're trying to have a second time of telling them to take their missiles down, but what does Scripture say? They're not going to take them down, man. Joel 3:9-10 is showing you they're not going to take that. They're not going to take that down, man. They're going to keep making missiles until there's enough to destroy the land of Israel in this place. Okay, period. There ain't gonna be no nah. There ain't gonna be no stopping, man. There's not gonna be no stopping it. You know, especially now that you're seeing on a global scale, they're while Esau's deporting so-called illegal immigrants here in America, Babylon the Great. Everybody else around the world is deporting Israelis out of their state, the Amalekites out of their land. It's like, all right, well, take your ass to America then. Don't come around us, cause we tired of your bullshit. So Jake, you better get out of that mindset of you know how Jake was in the '90s, and Jake think this is home and shit. Everything was cool. We had Tupac and Biggie and hip hop and who's the best rappers. You better get your ass out of that mindset. Cause it's only a matter of time, man. Lord gonna blow this place up, man. He gonna let them Russians shoot them missiles over here with Iran and the rest of the bricks. And you better hope that you you floating in the air, man. You better hope you going up. Cause if not, you gonna be going up in flames. So, and if you take that MOTB, you take the RFDI chip, you're definitely getting destroyed. You're definitely getting burnt up with fire. That's why we're real big about that. If you take that, there ain't no looking back. You're going, yeah. Sweet dreams, Jake. You take that thing. She's gonna get blown up. Just basically saying bye. So Shalom to elect Israel, hopefully elect Israel, Hebrew Israelites. So-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans, West Indians, Haitians, foreigners, such like the other nations, scattered across four corners of the earth. Want to give all praise to Barak that was shy. Double honors to those and apostles of great millstone. Let us all to this truth. Peace and blessings to the elect. Wa ababa, Lord, when those edifying to the flock. Shalom.